So now let's take a look at some of the operators that we had covered in the slides. Well, let's look at some sample cases first. We will create a number and set its value to 3. And you can see here that we have actually used an assignment operator. This equal assigns the number. We have already seen some usages of the math operator. We can assign our number to 3 plus 2, which will be 5. We could assign our number to 5 minus 1. We can do multiplication, division, so the basic math operators. We can also take our number and do plus plus, which would increase that number, of course. So if we were to look at what that will do here, I will go ahead and print out our number, what our number is, after we have done the plus plus. You should see that it is now 4. So that's all that the increment operator does, and we could also have used the decrement operator as well. We have already seen the assignment operator, but let's take a look at how one of the more complicated assignment operators work. So for example, we can do number plus equal to, and what this is going to do is it's going to be the same thing as if we had typed number equals number plus 2. What's going to happen is it's going to take our number and it's going to add 2 to it. It's basically like an increment operator, except that we are specifying what to add to it. So if we run this now, we should see that our number was 3, it added 2, so it will be 5. And the same thing works for multiplication, division, subtraction. So now let's take a look at some of the relational operators. And what we can do here is, in Java, we can print out the value of a Boolean. So I'm going to create a Boolean, call it value, and we are going to set this to true. And then I'm going to print out the value of this Boolean. I'm going to print value. Let's see what we get here. We get the word true because it's true. So this allows us to test some equality operators. We can check to see if numbers are equal or not. We can do this right inside of our print line. So let's take a look at if I do 3 is greater than 2, is this true or false? It is true. You can do the same thing here. 3 is less than 2. That will be false. And then of course we could change this to greater than or equal to, and if we put a 3 here, then this is going to be true. Less than or equal to, we can see if 3 is equal to 3, which is true, of course, or 3 is not equal to 3. And you can see that is false. And this really isn't going to be very applicable to you right now until we actually get into conditionals. But if you can imagine, we are going to get to a place where we are going to want to do something if some variable is greater than another one, or equal to another one, or less than another one. And that's where these operators will really come in handy. And we can test out the same thing with the logical operators in the same way. So we can check to see if we set true and true, what will this equal? Well, this should be true. As you can see here, it's true. And if we set true and false, since one of these is false, the result is going to be false. As you can see here, they both have to be true in order for it to be true. And we can try the OR operator now. If we set true or false, if either one is true, it will be true. So we have true. And if they are false or false, since both are false, we are going to get false. And the NOT operator just does the opposite. So if we had a false and we put a not in front of it, we will get true. And if we have true and we put a not in front of it, we are going to get false. And we could put a not in front of that, so it's not true, which would be true.